I'm Gia Sims. I run the Ciroc Vodka brand, which I absolutely love to do. We have our brand new pineapple flavor, so if you haven't tried it yet, I'll make sure you have some today. I work for Sean Combs, Sean Diddy Combs, some people may know him. I started off as his assistant, and I've been there now 9 years, which is crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, and just, work my ass off. He's a fantastic boss and was fortunate to be able to be promoted, I think, like 5 times. So now I'm able to run the entire brand and run the team and just work lockstep with him to ensure we have a great brand.
That's amazing. I know it's, working with somebody like Mr. Combs, I can only imagine. What is it kind of working with him?
I always say he's like historically unparalleled for his work ethic. I mean, people, sometimes I even get like a little, people are like, oh, this and that. I'm like, he didn't inherit this money. Like, he busts his ass. And to me, when you work for somebody who works like that, it's inspirational. Every day, you don't have a problem working hard if your boss works, harder than everybody, truthfully.
So, to me, it's a phenomenal to see that behind the strong man is an even stronger woman, because it does take a stronger woman to not only deal with, but handle the everyday of such a powerful man who continues to strive for the best. What have been some of your obstacles, not only working with him, but in the industry in general?
Yeah, as a woman, and I know you've experienced the same thing, my first major kind of real job was for the Department of Defense, right? And if you think like hip hop is misogynistic, you'll be surprised.
You got nothing on that.
The defense industry it's very male. It's a lot of older men, and I was a young woman of color, and they were very it was very what is this kind of young whippersnapper going to come in the room telling me you're trying to negotiate a defense contract with me? And it was honestly the perfect, I think, training ground for any career afterwards for a young woman, because it was like, you have to be so excellent, so phenomenal, know your stuff backwards and forward. Because if I'm going to be a 22-year-old recent college graduate negotiating with a bunch of people who have been in the industry for 30, 40 years, predominantly white men, I really had to know my stuff.
Absolutely.
And I think it was just the perfect springboard for everything I did afterwards. So now, the cool thing about working for Sean Combs is you kind of have to be comfortable. I joke anywhere from Marcy projects to the working with the Queen in London, and that's real life. So I think being able to be in a ton of different environments and make sure that you have your your confidence and your goals about you, and kind of quoting the cliche, you'll be able to move in a room full of vultures, if you will, but still be a lady about it and still be happy. I think that's the trick that I think you have to employ. And I really get excited, I get goosebumps the more women I see like yourself that no, seriously, that are just doing it, and they're happy, and they're badass, and they and they're great, and they have their man that they love, but they show up at work and they're a boss. And I hope for young girls and for more women to realize that's a real option. You don't have to be an asshole. You don't have to be, sorry for the cursing. You don't have to be you don't have to act like a man. You can be no nonsense and get it done. But you can be every bit of woman, every bit of lady, and you don't have to deny that and still be super effective.